Hello, welcome to Library Connection. I'm Mandy Cantrell from the B.B. Comer Memorial Library here in Sylacauga. Thank you for joining us, and before I get started, I want to be sure and thank TV47 and Chris for all they do to help us put on our program. Today my guests are Steve Masters and Lauren Layton. Steve is the Executive Director at Sylacauga Parks and Rec Department, and Lauren is the Special Events Coordinator.
That is correct, yes ma'am.
And I tell you, I looked on your website. There are pages and pages of things going on and facilities to use, so that's what we're going to cover today.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, thank y'all so much for being here.
Yes,
I appreciate it.
Thank you
Great.
for having us.
Well, I don't even really know where to start, except I was kind of in the back of my mind was, okay, we're thinking towards spring, summer activities. A real broad question, what's going on with the rec department? And we're going to sit here for an hour and talk about that.
No, there's so much going on at the rec. We always have something going on with our programs and athletics and people renting the spaces. Right now, we are working on some new programs. We've got Zumba. Bila Fitness has come on board, and she's doing some Zumba classes at the rec on Mondays and Wednesdays. She's doing chair Zumba in the morning. So
What's chair Zumba?
Chair Zumba is modified Zumba so that you're sitting in a chair so that if you're not able to do the normal Zumba activity, that you're able to still get some exercise.
Oh, that's wonderful. For people my age that can't jump around anymore.
Yeah, sure.
But still have fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
And
great.
it's free for seniors that are 55 and older. So you
Good.
can come on Mondays and Wednesdays at 10 a.m. and take her class. It's sponsored by the rec.
Wow. Do you have to sign up?
You don't. You can just show up at the
wow.
Maxie Vizzi Senior Center.
Yeah, that's a whole other topic, isn't it?
It
That
is.
center, they are wonderful.
They are wonderful.
Well, I'm sorry, I've got you off track now. Let's try and get back to things going on spring and summer at the rec.
Yeah, absolutely. So coming up, we have got the basketball shootout that we're going to do at the end of the month.
Right.
That'll be on March 31st. So that will be for kids ages 8 to 15. And also for anyone 16 and up, we're going to do a slam dunk competition with a cash prize. So we're excited about that.
Oh, a cash prize, yes. Everybody loves it.
Yes. And moving forward, we're going to be doing some Food Truck Fridays in April. We've got 2 of those coming up. So we have so many events.
Tell us about Food Truck Friday. You had it in the fall.
We
I
did.
believe, didn't you?
Yes, we started it last fall, and it will continue. We're going to start this spring, have Food Truck Fridays, and they're going to extend once a month through October.
Okay. When the weather is pretty and we can be outside and it's not dark at 5 o'clock.
Right, yes.
Right. So that is the food trucks park over at Central Park?
Yes.
Right. And is there music or something?
We do. We have live entertainment. There will be somebody different at each Food Truck Friday, and we try to mix up the food trucks as well.
Sure, sure. Different kinds of music, different kinds of food,
That's
something
right.
to please everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
How fun.
Yes,
How
ma'am.
fun. Well, I know, Steve, sports, I know, go year-round.
Year round.
But what is it now?
So we just finished basketball. We had a great season, more kids than we've ever had. We're blessed to be able to use the schools at the middle school, the gyms at the middle school and at Indian Valley. And then just last Monday, we had tryouts for baseball. We have 394 kids playing baseball on 35 different teams, ages 3 through 12. And now we're registering for Babe Ruth. So opening day we now play USSS Rec baseball, and which is, it's just a brand of baseball. It's still us doing baseball at the same location for the same kids and everything, but we changed brands a little bit because we like their rules a little better. So this will be our first year under that. So we're excited about that. Opening day is April the 1st. At 9 o'clock will be opening ceremonies, and then every team will play that day. So we will have a busy day of baseball.
All day.
First game starts at 10 o'clock, and I think the last game is going to start around 4:30 that evening on all 4 fields. So
Oh my goodness.
that will be a very, very busy day. And then I've talked to Hunter, who's our athletic director, and we are definitely going to do summer volleyball again this year.
Oh, good.
That's a fun time for us because during our normal season, we can't let the high school or girls that play school ball play in the rec because it's during the same time of year. So during the summer, the older girls get to come in and actually have fun playing volleyball, and it's more laid back and relaxed. And Speaking of volleyball, we've got Eric with the utilities board who's working on the lighting, and we're fixing to redo the sand volleyball court over there at Noble Park.
Oh, okay, good.
That way, you know,
good.
all the girls that want to get out in the summertime when school's out or after school, now the time change and all that. So
Yes.
that'd be exciting, but.
That is such a big sport.
It
I mean, I
is.
don't remember it being so, but you know, I played in PE a long
Sure.
time ago, but that's about it.
Yeah.
We started volleyball 5 years ago, I believe, and every year it has grown, and every year we've won a state championship at a certain age. So
Yay, we're pulling for you
Sylacauga
again.
plays really good volleyball around here.
And we're about to start offering lessons.
Sure. We got
Heidi.
Heidi is going to start doing lessons at the rec. We met with her last week. Lauren and Hunter actually talked to her, so they probably have a little more detail about it than I do.
She's going to be coming on board probably the 1st of April, I think. And then she'll start offering group and individual classes.
Oh,
So,
that's great.
yes.
Because I know even if you're 12 or 13, you may think, oh, these girls have been playing a long time, but take a few lessons and
Yep.
then you can jump right in there.
Absolutely.
That's great. We're going to pause for a commercial break and we'll be right back and talk some more with Steve and Lauren.
The Senior Adult Activity Center offers the senior citizens in the Sylacauga and surrounding areas lots of fantastic activities throughout the week. Sewing, ladies bridge, quilting, game-o-rama, ceramic classes, bingo, travel club, and lots more. It's all at the Maxie Veazey Senior Adult Activity Center located next to the J. Craig Smith Community Center in Sylacauga. Don't spend any more time alone. Get out, make new friends, and have fun.
Coosa Valley Medical Center, one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama, is also Sylacauga's largest employer. Services from the emergency room to surgery to cancer treatment to post-stroke care. You won't believe what's right in your backyard. It's Coosa Valley Medical Center in Sylacauga. So, if you're sick in Alabama, choose one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama. That is Coosa Valley Medical Center.
Great. What am I going to do now?
Time to visit Brown's Auto Collision.
No problem at all. We've contacted your insurance company and we can get you back into original condition right away. And I just want to remind you that all of our work is covered by a lifetime warranty. We're done.
Wow, that was easy and looks great.
Brown's Auto Collision.
Where quality is no accident.
Welcome back to Library Connection. I'm talking with Steve Masters, the director of the Sylacauga Parks and Rec Department, and Lauren Layton, who's the special events coordinator. And we got to get rolling because we got a lot to cover, I know. Some of the events you have, like baseball, those are just certain times of the year, but you have a lot of things that go on all year long, right? Kind of carry me through, if you can, of a week at the rec. I know it changes, but basically.
It changes throughout the season, but like our core-based programs, gymnastics, Tanya's been teaching gymnastics there for years and years and years. That's every Monday. She starts about 3:30 or 4 and runs on into the evening. She has beginner classes, advanced classes, teen classes. So, you know, Tanya has a great program there. Tuesdays and Thursdays we have karate. Darren Holland and their dojo has moved to the rec now, and his class has grown tremendously since they've moved to the rec. They started out in a really small room, and now they've spread all throughout the rec on Tuesdays and Thursday evenings. So that's a wonderful thing. We're excited for them. Coming up, like we talked, before the last break, we're going to start offering volleyball, and that's probably going to be on volleyball lessons. That's probably going to be on Tuesdays and Thursdays as well. And then Jessica Coleman, who's one of Sylacauga's best kept secrets, she helps with the majorettes at Auburn, and she can teach baton to your child here in Sylacauga. She's there on Wednesday nights as well. And then, Friday, we fly by the seat of our pants on Friday. We're either going to have a food truck Friday or getting ready for an event or something like that. And, there's just always something to do. We try to keep busy.
And there's also, we try to keep open gym hours as well for the guys to come and play basketball, or if we need to set up volleyball nets for them to practice.
That just means the gym is open. Come if you want to and,
That's right.
and shoot basketball.
Our
That's
ultimate
great.
goal is like we want to be a place where you can just say, hey, I'm going to run to the rec. You know, there's something going on all the time, but we love offering open gym when we don't have a program going on. And, you know, obviously we wish we had more gym space where we could put programs over here and have it available more, but every chance that we don't have an event going on, we like for the gymnasium to be open to the public.
That's great. We have a lot of guys that come shoot.
We do.
Just pick up
Some
game.
of the best basketball you'll see in Talladega
Yes.
County happens in there in the middle of the day.
I bet that's
It's
true.
amazing.
We're really hoping that they're going to take advantage of this basketball shootout
Oh,
and
yeah,
slam
let
dunk
us all see
competition.
that.
If those same guys come to the slam dunk competition, I will
gonna
be
be-
seated front row.
Okay.
It will be absolutely
fun.
awesome.
All right. And I know you rent rooms out. I mean, I go to different things at the rec sometimes. I feel, I mean, when the kids were little, we were in and out of the rec for things, and now I still feel like I'm in and out some
Sure.
with some things going on.
Yep.
So talk about your website and how people can sign up for activities, rent rooms, things like
Sure,
that.
absolutely. So our website is sylacauga.recdesk.com. You can actually sign up as a member there, and that will put you on our email list so that you get all of the updates for upcoming events, registrations. You can register for all of our sports there. You can book rooms there. You can book parks there for your events.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
I forgot about the parks.
Yes, we have pavilions that we rent as well. You can also follow us on social media, on Facebook and on Instagram. We post there daily, sometimes multiple times a day, so that everybody is in the know with what's going on at the rec.
Well, one thing I did want to mention, I've talked to Jonathan Douglas about pickleball and tennis. So we got a book, Pickleball for Beginners. If you want to play and think, I just want to read a little bit about it first and know about it, we've got that. And I know I talked to him one time about, they're getting the tennis program back, and we'll talk about that in a minute, but we got a couple of books, how to improve at tennis, and I also have one on karate if you want to do that. But talked to Jonathan about kids starting tennis, and if they want to learn some of the rules, we've certainly got books. But so what's going on with the tennis and pickleball program?
So Jonathan has stepped in for us. Our tennis pro, Wesley Coleman, you know, he had
Yes.
some health issues, actually had a heart replacement,
Yes.
which is wow, you know, at 42 years old. But I talked to Wesley pretty much a weekly, and he's on the road to recovery, and we look forward to him coming back soon. But Dr. Douglas was kind enough. He was a member of our board, and he has an extensive tennis background, and he was kind enough to step in there for us while Wesley was out, and he hit the ground running. He has amazing ideas. He's got, you know, different levels of lessons that we offer now, and pickleball had been here kind of loosely. A few guys would meet here, but he organized that, and wow, it blew up. So I think last Thursday, I'm on the pickleball text group, and I really wanted to go join them, but it seems like I've got something going on at the rec most nights. But I think the last time they got together, they had like 20 people out there playing pickleball.
I hear about that. Some girls at work play, and they love it.
Absolutely.
Love it.
Pickleball is, you know, you don't have to have really good racket skills to play
Okay.
pickleball. It's a lot of fun. Every age can go out there and play pickleball, and then really every skill level can go out there and have fun because it is a wiffle ball. So like tennis, if you miss a tennis ball, you may have to walk a good distance to go get the ball. Well, you know, pickleball, it's going to land pretty much right beside you when you go over there. So
And the court is smaller, isn't
the
it?
court is smaller, and we've had pickleball lines on courts 5 and 6 out there for ever since we refinished them last time, which is
wow.
probably 6 or 7 years ago. And now we need to put more lines out there because I think the last time they were out there, they pretty much had all the courts playing pickleball.
All right. Well, that's great.
It
a
is
great,
exciting.
social thing, and then with all ages, like you said, that's great. And tennis, Jonathan's getting tennis lessons going? Or?
He is. Jonathan, like I said, he's trying to develop a program where he can start with the younger kids, you know, get them interested and introduce them to tennis. We have different levels of lessons, like if you want to compete at the high school level, we're going to try to get into where we're actually hosting and taking kids to different tournaments around the state. Just trying to build them up to help our tennis team. You know, Cindy does a wonderful job with our tennis team. And, you know, our ultimate goal in all of our sports is to get them ready for the next level. That's kind of our job. But something else he's starting that I'm really interested in is just tennis lessons for exercise. You know, there's people that's way past their competition levels, you know, who just want to go out there and get exercise and hit and do something besides walking or getting on a treadmill or whatever.
Outside, doing
Outside. So he's looking at offering group exercise lessons through tennis too. So that's super
wow.
interesting. Yeah.
That's great. And I know he works a full-time job, so
Absolutely.
squeezing it in somewhere, that's awesome. But we have so many parks. I know we have the tennis courts downtown. Talk about the different parks that we have.
Okay. And we've actually been renovating parks. I hope everybody's noticed. We started at Fairmont Park because basically it had the smallest amount of stuff for us to work on and fix. So if you start on the north end of Sylacauga, we have Fairmont Park. It has a nice small pavilion. It has a basketball court. It has a nice playground out there. There's a shaded walking track that you can walk around. And then, of course, we have our 2 backstops and our soccer goal out there. And if you ride by there this time of year, there's probably 5 teams practicing out there in the evenings. So
I love to see that, though.
Yeah, so it's a beautiful park. It's a neighborhood park. If you come into town, obviously Noble Park has been basically the center of Sylacauga for years and years. We redid the pavilion out there. We've changed all the swings and all the chains on all the swings and updated that. We have our skate park there, which if you go by after school, there is always somebody on the skate park. And then we have a walking trail over there as well, and it's concrete. So, you know, it's a stable ground for those people who don't want to walk on gravel and stuff.
You can push a stroller.
You can push a stroller on that park.
You know.
Yeah, she knows that part. And then on the north end of that park is where the volleyball court is that we're currently renovating, and there's a small pavilion over there as well. You get to Central Park across from Bluebell. You know, the Rotary Club's really helped us with that, and they're helping fence it in, and we have electrical, and we're going to have water and all these different things. And we kind of use that as our event park. Has the nicest restrooms, has the prettiest pavilion. It's where we have the Christmas tree lighting. That's where we host all of our food truck Fridays. Dead in the middle of town, so you know that's kind of our pretty park is like I want to call it. That, you know, it's not really a passive park for playgrounds or exercise or anything like that, but we kind of use that as our event park.
Well, we used it. I'll have to interrupt. Thank y'all so much. During the year of COVID, we had our summer library program, so we were able to do it. A lot of places were not able, but we had a nice outdoor space, and we packed that pavilion every time.
And it's a beautiful pavilion.
It is. It was wonderful. Our performers even said, "This is a great place. Nice breeze."
And we have some ideas that, you know, working on that one in the future. We're currently working on Beth Yates. I hope everybody's noticed the windscreens around the tennis center that we've put up there. That was through a nice donation from Kiwanis, and then us and the high school split that for the tennis team to get the tennis center back going. We've stained all the fence, fixed the fence. We're fixing to paint all the structures out there, and we're replacing all the chains and swings out there. So like I said, there's always something renovating right now. We're trying to get everything up to a new standard. If you leave there, you go to South Highland Park. That's next on my list. I have a really long list for South Highland. It's been neglected for several years. So we'll just the list of there is extensive. And then to finish up, another beautiful park out on 280 Veterans Park. I mean, it has a walking track as well. Obviously, we have the memorial there in the middle with the flags, and all the different services are represented. And Veterans Wall, you know, if you have a veteran here in your hometown that you want to honor, then $40, we'll put a plaque up there, and it's an absolutely gorgeous park.
That's wonderful. We're going to pause for another commercial break, and we'll be right back and talk some more with Steve and Lauren.
The Maxie Veazey Senior Adult Activity Center offers the senior citizens in the Sylacauga and surrounding areas lots of fantastic activities throughout the week. Sewing, ladies bridge, quilting, game-o-rama, ceramic classes, bingo, travel club, and lots more. It's all at the Maxie Veazey Senior Adult Activity Center located next to the J. Craig Smith Community Center in Sylacauga. Don't spend any more time alone. Get out, make new friends, and have fun.
Coosa Valley Medical Center, one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama, is also Sylacauga's largest employer. Services from the emergency room to surgery to cancer treatment to post-stroke care. You won't believe what's right in your backyard. It's Coosa Valley Medical Center in Sylacauga. So, if you're sick in Alabama, choose one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama. That is Coosa Valley Medical Center.
Great. What am I going to do now?
Time to visit Brown's Auto Collision.
No problem at all. We've contacted your insurance company and we can get you back into original condition right away. And I just want to remind you that all of our work is covered by a lifetime warranty. We're done.
Wow, that was easy and looks great.
Brown's Auto Collision.
Where quality is no accident.
Welcome back to Library Connection. I'm talking with Steve Masters and Lauren Layton from the Sylacauga Parks and Rec Department. We're talking about events going on, and I wanted to mention day camp. What about day camp?
Day camp is coming up. It's going to be here before we know it. We're registering now. You can actually go online at sylacauga.recdesk.com and get registered for day camp. And it's going to start June 5th. And we've got lots of activities planned for this summer.
What ages are?
It's 5 to 12.
Ages 5 to 12.
Yes,
and the
ma'am.
times are?
It's from 7:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday.
Okay. Well, and I know y'all come to see us for our program, so thank you so
Yes.
much. Every person that comes to perform says, "Oh, you have such a wonderful crowd," and we're very grateful for y'all and
Yes.
other places that bring their kids.
Well,
in,
we're
so.
thankful that you offer that opportunity to the kids of our community, and we know that they love it. I believe we come on Tuesdays. For your
Mondays and Wednesdays.
Mondays
I
and
think.
Wednesdays.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's all kind of confusing, but
It is,
great.
and this will be my first day camp summer, so I'm excited to kind of get in there and get a little bit involved with our camp director, Jasmine. She does a fantastic job each summer with our kids, so I know that she's got some really fun things in store for them. I know we're going to do some laser tag for them this summer.
Oh, fun.
Yes.
Yes.
And a lot of other things that we'll be doing.
Now, y'all had a laser tag event.
We did.
Was it a couple of weeks ago? I
It was.
think? How did that go?
Yes, it went really well. We had 3 full-time slots, and I think those that came really, really enjoyed
coming
it.
back.
They're going to come
They're
back.
coming back.
Yes,
Good.
I think it was more than they expected.
It was more than I expected.
Oh, really?
So,
That's a great
for
problem.
whatever reason, that Friday when they were setting up, I forgot what I was working on, but I wasn't there. So I come back through the gym that evening, and I kind of just walked through, and I'm like, wow. She
We
went
set
all
up-
out for this one.
Okay.
So
Well, you've got to. We had lighting, we had
Yes.
laser lights, we had
between Lauren
bunkers.
and Chris Blackman, who
Yes.
loves wrapping his mind around events like this too, like I walked in like, okay, they got this. I mean,
Yeah.
Yes.
literally, I showed up Saturday, sat in the lobby, waved at folks, and talked to people, and they ran this program, and it was incredible. They did a great job.
How fun, because everybody can't go out of town to play
Right.
laser tag. I know there
Yeah.
was a charge, but you had groups, you
Right.
had your time slot.
That's
You
right.
didn't have to stand in line and wait.
Right,
You had
and
your
you didn't
time
have to
slot.
drive to Birmingham to go and do that.
And something you'll notice about Miss Lauren, organization. Like when they walked in, she's like, you do this, we're gonna do this at this time, everything runs smoothly. And I was sitting there like just watching TV, like it was the greatest day ever. So
He
That
helped
is
them
wonderful.
get suited up.
you know,
in
I
their-
helped them push the button on the little gun
Oh,
and just
yeah.
got out of the way, you know.
Well,
so.
I know you're glad to have somebody like Lauren. You've got to be organized and be able to take care of all that.
And
so.
she keeps us all straight. So she
That's
does a
a
wonderful
job,
job.
isn't it?
Sure.
Full-time job.
Oh, no. And I almost forgot to mention Lake Howard.
Lake Howard, we are super excited about Lake Howard. Billy Bean out there is amazing. For those who don't know, Billy is a longtime avid mountain biker. He's won several state championships and stuff. And him and Perry Clark and several others maintain our Sylacauga Trail out there. They're always adding on to the trail. They've added a skill course out there. And as someone who's mountain biked for years and actually just bought him a new mountain bike, I went and looked at the skills course and I was like, nope, I'll be on the slow old man part over here. But besides that, you know, we have canoes, we have kayaks, we have the pier, we have the Catfish Rodeo coming up on April the
Yes.
15th.
Oh, fun.
But something we're super excited about, we have proposed to the Lake Howard Authority about doing a disc golf course out there. And disc golf, besides pickleball, which is the #1 growing sport in America, is the #2 sport growing in America. So we went out there Friday. We have a local guy who plays all over the Southeast, James Hopkins. And we flagged out the course. He already had it laid out and sketched out, so we helped him mark the trees so we can bring people in to get a real quote of how much this is going to cost us. But I had never been on that set of the woods on the other end from the bike trail. It is absolutely gorgeous.
So it's not right there where you drive in.
It is where you drive in, but you know, when you drive in, the Sylacauga Trail, everything's on the right.
Right.
This is on the left.
Okay.
So utilizing all the space that's available to us out there, and when I'm just walking around those woods flagging trees, like I would just stop and be like, look at the lake, look at this view. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's a great exercise because you will be going up and down the hill a lot, going to retrieve your disc. But super excited about that. That's something that's been big in the bigger areas, like you know, your Opelika's and Birminghams and stuff like that. And bringing that to our community is going to be incredible.
It's so nice of y'all to provide things so we don't have to go out of town to do. If I had small children, I'd be the one driving, you know, or young, or you know, kids that couldn't drive yet. I'd be the one driving them. So how nice for it to be here.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
And that's been our goal. You know, we don't want to just be somewhere that you sign a kid up or you rent a room. You know, we don't want you just to sign up and play sports with us. You know, we want to have passive activities for people who just want to be active, and we want to have beautiful parks. So if you just want to eat lunch outside that day, hopefully by the beginning of summer, we will have fiber Wi-Fi in every one of our parks. So if you're one of those people that work from home and want to carry your laptop out there on a beautiful day, so you know, my saying is, what's next? You know, as soon as we get through a laser tag, we're dog tired, we're walking out, and I look at her and I say, what's next? And she said, basketball shootout. So here we go. So we try to always move forward.
That is wonderful. And do follow tell them how they can find out what's going on at the rec.
Sure, absolutely. So you can follow us on Facebook. You can also follow us on Instagram. We are posting daily. We also post on Mondays what our schedule is for the week. You can also sign up at sylacauga.recdesk.com as a member. That is completely free, and we'll send you an email reminder about everything we've got going on.
Wow. And I think I was telling you before, your website is easy to look at and to find things. I found about the different facilities, which I kind of knew already, but it's to see it all in print and to know how to sign up for things. That's wonderful. Gosh, I just appreciate you guys being here, and keep up the good work. Thank you for making Sylacauga a better place to be.
Thank you for having us.
Thank y'all for coming, and thank you for joining me on Library Connection.